So no, okay. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this webinar number 84 titled Shut Down Wilson and Rowe. Wilson and Rowe is an illegal bailiff that are terrorizing families and children up and down the country, saying they have writs and warrants and getting police backup. They are a dormant company, part of the Cerberus HCE Holdings or something like that. all fraud and fake and clear as day. So we're trying to get the authorities to shut them down, and we believe that it will cause a domino effect. There are many other dormant companies, at least several, acting as bailiff, and from our research, every single one of these enforcement agents evicting people are totally illegal from top to bottom, from the fake writ all the way to the police coming to say they're keeping the peace, to the inventory for the goods, to the writ, to their appointment by the Lord Chancellor, to the witness by the Lord Chancellor, to the fee paid, to an application made, to computer records. any level you check, any link in the chain is broken. So the authorities have no option but to do something, but they're taking as long as they can while we get rid of Keir Starmer and we see how long Andy Burnham is going to last. Okay, so today we are going to feature, we have got a case over the weekend from a victim called Benhjamin, and his situation was he's a tenant and he got he has his tenancy agreement. He's never been taken to court to his knowledge. There seemed to be some court case going on at the Barnet County Court between the estate agent and somebody else, but he's never had anything to say there is an eviction. And these people called S&K Bailiffs turned up. They call themselves S&K Enforcement Solutions. Now, that's a lot in the name. They don't have bailiff in the name. They don't have enforcement agent. So we're going to dig into that a little bit and see why. So the reason we have the title, the petrol station bailiff, is the address that they have on their document. It seemed like it's traced to a petrol station. So that's why we call it the petrol station bailiff. So we got a little bit of video footage, and there is a gentleman called, what's his name now? Ishmael, something like Ishmael, but it's spelled Ishmael, spelled a little bit unusual. And he wouldn't give the guy his full name or show him any ID. So we had to reverse look up his, luckily they had all the names on their company website, so it was easy to find him. He's not on the enforcement agent register. The documentation they left says the company is called S&K Enforcement Solutions. But when you check, the real name of the company is called S&K Enforcement Solutions Limited. So it's, you have to put that on your paperwork. It's illegal to not put that, because it's a different entity if you don't have the exact same credentials. So we're gonna we even check the paperwork, by the way, from Barnet County Court, and it says the case, so it hasn't reached eviction stage yet. It's been set aside anyway. So the agent and the landlord probably has a court battle, but it's got nothing to do with the poor tenant. So let's try and share the screen. Here we go. It's one of those days when it's not looking good. Okay, so what I will do, mm, I don't know. Well, okay, so be patient with us, please, please. I'm running into a little technical thing as we often do. I'm gonna try and open that screen first. I can see why. I'm gonna close this. When you're using different browsers, it doesn't help. Let's try another trick. Right, we found it. So we are going to try to share again. Let me just click share and see.
You're not sharing the screen yet.
Okay, you can see that.
Not yet. Hang on.
Okay, so I don't think so this is some court papers. I won't go into it.
You're sharing the whole. You're
Huh?
sharing the whole thing. You're sharing the whole screen. You're not sharing that screen itself. So you're sharing everything.
I know. So okay, that's fine. But I just want to show this document, 23rd of July. Let's start again. It says, and looks like we're gonna get stuck here. But it basically says the possession order dated 12th of June 2026 is set aside. Yeah. So there is no prospect of any bailiff being appointed or instructed. So let's look. How do we go back? Let's try this trick. Okay, I can see a way forward. So the bailiffs left this document. So there is nobody's name on there. And it says, whomever it may concern, persons unknown. That's a wonderful way to address a letter. So this is down there at 212 Barnet Road, EN6. Apparently that's near Borehamwood, but I don't know. Enfield probably. But they have a registered address, Thaydon Road, 26 or 25 Thaydon Road. So that's a petrol station address according to Google. And they have here nothing about any writ. So now they got agents of S&K Enforcement Solutions. So it's not S&K Enforcement Agent Solution, but they put the word agent. Can you see the deception? It's very subtle. They're implying they're enforcement agents, but they're actually not. So enforcement agents, enforcement solutions seem like a small difference, but it's a totally different thing. And they have a number here, 156-08947. You would assume that's a warrant number or a writ number, but it's not. It's just a reference number they've dreamed up. So that's that one. Let's move on a little bit if we can. get stuck here. Right, that's better. Right, so let's have a little look at a video. Is that a video? That's a picture. So that's the a picture. Oh, wait. Let's just see if we can get this guy on. Right. So that's Mr. Ishmael. That one with the glasses in front of his face. It's a whole gang of them came. Poor victim. He was out of his wits. Ishmael. I'm just looking up his full name. It's Ishmael Rashid. So that's him there saying his name is Ishmael. And they got all these black and white check things on their clothes, make it kind of have a subconscious connotation with the police. Isn't it, Andy?
Mm-hmm.
A little police check mark
First
there.
impressions count.
Huh?
First impressions count.
Well, when you're under trauma, you know, something
Yeah.
is telling you it's the police.
Yeah.
So if we then go to the video, so there's a whole lot of them came, not just one or two, you know, and just muscled the guy out of his home and changed the lock.
Wow.
Let me see if we can get the video clip going. And I will turn up my volume. Huh?
You really should come out of this, whatever you've shared, however you've shared it. It's totally different. If you have a look
come out and come back in.
Yeah. Look how you share. Look at what if you look at the picture in the comments, yeah, in the messages, you'll see what you look like.
Okay. All right. Well, I've come out. I'm gonna try again.
Just share the actual screen of the video. And don't forget to click on share sound.
Okay.
You're back to as you was.
But
if you're sharing sound,
huh?
If you're sharing the sound, that's all that matters.
Am I sharing the sound now?
I can't hear anything.
No. Let's stop share and come back again and see if I find that option.
When you click on share screen, how many pictures have you got? How many boxes have you got to share? Share just the one that's
okay. So I'm looking for the option to share sound and I can't. Anyway, let me progress.
It's on the right hand side. There's two boxes you tick with one share sound.
Right. So maybe when I click the next screen, it will come up. And something is saying you need to install Pulse Audio. It looks like I'm not going to be allowed to share this sound, but I will try video file. Let's see if that comes up. No. So we're gonna click computer. Oh, no, clips. No. I'm just gonna share the screen because that's we're gonna make a video of it anyway, but just for the record and to keep things flowing, we might not have the sound, but I'm gonna share anyway.
Sorry, because I'm here in my room and these guys came in now claiming that they came from council, from court, that we're supposed not to be here, and these their members here. So we're supposed not to be here. So I'm a little bit confused. I have my tenancy agreement here. I have my 1-year contract signed up. But I'm surprised that these guys saying that we're not going to be here anymore, that it's illegal, that we're not supposed to be here. This is unbelievable to me now.
Right. So I don't know if that picked up any sound.
Could hear it, yeah.
Okay, so at least the guy got some video footage. It's evidence that can't be denied. And they did it on the bank holiday weekend, you know, begrudgingly. So he has trouble. And he contacted the police, Metropolitan Police. Of course, they said it was a civil matter. He contacted the mayor's office, and they told him they can't do anything because it's a weekend. And he went to the council, Borehamwood Council, in Shenley, and he was there quite a long time. And they said there's nothing they can do. Normally they can offer you some kind of emergency accommodation and stuff like that. So they said there's nothing they can do. So just, you know, shows you what's going on and how important it is that the public latch on to this before it comes to your door. I was speaking to Maribel. I don't know if she's on here today, but the situation in Spain is that the migrants are coming and banging the door, telling the people to get out and move into the house in Spain. And the police is not doing anything. Nobody's helping the homeowners or the, you know, occupiers. So maybe that's what they want, the powers that be or whatever. But it is so critical, the public, make your voices heard. I think we are, we're fair to say, we are the leading light in this battle. And we have a petition, we have these weekly webinars, we have Facebook group, we have WhatsApp group, we do blogs, we do videos, we do press releases, we help victims hands-on sometimes, we help people to file crime reports, investigate their claim. So we're right out there in the front of the line, you know, trying to make a change and stop the change that's already in progress. There's something in progress that's getting worse and worse and worse. Here we have people normally lie and say they're enforcement agents. These guys are saying they're enforcement solutions. They're not even saying they're an enforcement agent. They're not even on their website. They don't even have their credentials to say they're a limited company. Basically, the law don't apply to them. That's what it is. They have captured the law. They captured the police, that the police could have somebody being violently evicted, all their things taken, their ID, their money, their bank cards. And the police says that's a civil matter, the Metropolitan Police. Now, if you go now and obstruct a bailiff, they will come and say you're obstructing a bailiff, even though there is no evidence they're a bailiff. So he's filed a EAC2 complaint to Barnet Court because these people are not registered on any bailiff register. So go back to the court that you have. They filed it to the enforcement agent register and they filed a copy to the bailiff company themselves. So they're working on the basis that the law doesn't apply to them. They're above the law. The bailiff industry is the front men of the elite who are stealing assets. That's their business model. Simple. Whatever they say they're doing, they don't make anything. They don't sell anything. They are criminals, but you don't, they're so many steps away from the physical crime that they don't get that stain on them. But we're here to make that different, that to show that this is how they're getting rich and getting assets and using the public services as a gateway to crime. So this is what is happening in so many different areas, from medicine to accounting to legal, enforcement, social services, housing, all the areas of our lives. They infiltrated it. And if you don't do what you're told, all of a sudden you have an enforcement agent who is not even an enforcement agent. This is how far the gaslighting has gone. So Benhjamin is either he has already drilled his lock and got in, or he's going to do it over the weekend. There is nothing to stop him in law. It's just that when you do this, you got to be prepared. If you're arrested, what do you say? You know, and cover yourself with some paperwork. So he's got his EAC2 complaint done and dusted, and that is more than enough evidence of what has taken place. So we had another case from a gentleman called Kevin Jackson. It's really weird. He got in touch with me on Instagram, and I haven't been on Instagram for about 3 years. I just picked up the message. And I have a relative called Kevin Jackson. So I called my relative. I said, hello, I'm calling you back. He said, I didn't message you. So it's so weird. So Kevin Jackson was evicted by Wilson and Rowe. And before that, what it is, Wilson and Rowe came when they were out shopping. This is what they do. That's what they did with Sarah. So this is becoming like a normal thing now. A bailiff is supposed to have an appointment with you so you can be there to negotiate, settle, sign documents, whatever. They're not supposed to ambush you when you're out. But this is exactly what they did with this gentleman and his partner. And that's what they did with Sarah Todd, this murderer, attempted, said he's going to murder her, seems to have come in. And once she went out shopping. So you can't go shopping nowadays. So they filed a crime report, and including all the other Wilson and Rowe victims and Sarah Chad, to say it's a national thing, the ambush situation. And the police have replied. Let me see, they sent me a thing. Let me see if I can show it on the screen. So we got a problem sometimes. You know, people are communicating with you on text message, on WhatsApp, on all different email, and you don't know where to look for stuff. But here I found it. So that's the police messaging back and issuing a crime number and whatever. So this has got to be a super crime number, super investigation, because it goes across different regions, different police forces, and it's the same people and same crime, type of crime. So hopefully, you know, we did give them the one we had from the Metropolitan Police before, that crime number. And we're going to have to do something more special on Sarah's case. So we kind of, I think we mentioned last time, I can't remember, I'll just recap. After the guy came and threatened that he's going to murder her and all these things and burn the house down or whatever, it looks like he came back to carry out the threat, because Sarah went out shopping and she came back to find her house broken, the doors, all the doors broken off, smashed, taken away. The water mains were cut, and the flood pipe directed to the electrics. All the electrical fuses taken out. All the windows smashed. Basically, she wasn't home. We don't know if she was home, what would have taken place. But thank God she wasn't home. The police and the fire engine came. The police, I'm going to come to the police after. The fire engine made no attempt to stop the leak, which is a major part of their job, is to stop flooding. So the police, 2 officers came. One of them said to her, "You were evicted." So it came with prior knowledge and information, and they have no proof of eviction. Of course, Sarah has a document from the court saying they can't prove anything, and they're investigating the eviction. They can't produce a warrant, a bailiff, an ID, case management, nothing. So I don't know where the police officer got his information and what has it got to do with this robbery. So they left, the police left. They didn't take any fingerprints, shoe print, footprint, video footage. So she has CCTV. The police had no interest in it. They didn't take it. Very strange. So the police and the fire engine left. Now, earlier she was having a problem with the council who wanted, they said they had a court order to remove her container of her land. But the council is supposed to be investigating the illegal eviction. So they're leapfrogging the investigation and turning to harass her. I mean, so the authorities are acting in a conspiracy together. The police, the council, the fire engine. And I have a feeling if Sarah had a lot of papers in her house, the fire engine would probably have said, it's a fire hazard and we have a fire certificate, you have to get out. But this, she had all her papers in the container. So it's like, okay, that's not a very serious crime, apparently, according to the police and the council and according to the news media. So we're going to have to do a special thing on this case in a little bit more detail. But Sarah Todd, you know, we did email about 200 journalists. It didn't seem to be a newsworthy story, even despite all the unwitting murder and stuff. But we did have our feedback from the Observer that they got it and they're considering it. So I don't know whether that will come to anything, but it's a disgrace. I've
got that video just to show that little clip of the video where the guy's ripping the door off and you can see him on that. I'll just share that just to
yeah. So she has all this, the police wasn't interested. Yeah. And that appeared to be the same guy who made the death threat. So it wasn't just a bluff. There it is. Taking the whole door. The whole door.
Yeah. Same as bellied up, look. You'll see him again in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that. Just to show you some of what footage was get. Yeah.
He didn't just try to break into the door. He took the door away. So he wanted to make the place uninhabitable.
Correct.
Yeah. So this is not a newsworthy story, apparently. And the authorities don't see it as a crime, you know, worthy of even taking the footage. So we're going to have to make a special effort on this one. So that kind of is wrapping up the episode today. And, you know, we're escalating and escalating. The bubble has to burst. A lot of people, at least a few people, are taking their case, giving this new Lord Chancellor a notice that of, you know, they intend to sue him if he doesn't do anything. And then the press might be interested in that. Let's see. So this is a big project, and it's a critical project for the human race and you know, justice and the rule of law and governance and so many different levels, journalism. So stick with us, join us, put your 2 cents worth in. And
going back to just going back to the SK, what's it? Yeah, these people that just come in. You say they've taken his house, and you say that they've claimed that there's a writ.
Well, for enforcement agent to act, there must be a writ, right?
Well, that's what I'm trying. I mean, I don't know. I mean, are they trying to? I guess I just want to know what they said. What they said. So the guys.
Well, they said that I don't remember them saying writ, but only a writ can authorize an enforcement agent. But they're not an enforcement agent at all.
The next question was going to be, who was the enforcement agent named on the writ?
Nothing. They don't have any writ.
Exactly. Okay.
You understand? Their company says, this is the deception we're highlighting. Yeah. It says S&K Enforcement Solutions. It doesn't say enforcement agents.
No.
And they're not enforcement agents. When you go on their website and read carefully, it doesn't say anywhere that they're enforcement agents.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says they're security, they're debt collectors.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a limited. So that's not on their paperwork.
So
and
this
even that.
It's Samuel Brand Joseph. Yeah. There's only one man, one director.
Right.
Yeah. And there's only one significant man.
And the address they have, it doesn't correspond to the company's house address, the address on their paperwork.
So this might not be the same then.
It's them, but
it is
their paperwork doesn't comply with the law, so it's illegal.
Okay.
But if you click the brown guy, click the brown guy for me.
Okay.
The name. Just click the name. Okay. Now they have you see all this information here. The address, you know, the address they have there.
Mm-hmm. Which address was it that they said?
That one you're reading there. I can't see it. It's too
84A Lancaster Road.
Right. Now. That address, yeah?
Yeah.
So this guy is involved in 8 companies at this address. If I can remember correctly, that same address came up in the illegal eviction of a guy called Lance O'Connor, who is on the WhatsApp group, and he's busy posting a lot of bullshit, yeah? He's a lovely guy, lovely, nice, wonderful guy. I think he's probably a hippie, I don't know. But he's not investigating his case, you understand? And he says some lady is helping him who is working on Christian principles. I don't care what principles, investigate the case. That is the address that came up in his case. And now we can put 2 and 2. This is how we what's the word I'm looking? Compound our work. You understand? Because we have one more victim. That address came out. And now this guy's got 8 companies. It's obviously a criminal enterprise. Yeah. And now they come. His bailiff was registered at the Hartford County Court, not Hertfordshire, Hartford County Court. And he's put his EAC2 complaint in, and they haven't provided any response. But you got to freaking follow up, my guys. People waste my time and energy, my precious little time, and then don't follow up. It's crazy. But here is a lead for you, Lance, if you're watching. If you're not busy spamming TikTok videos, do some bloody work. Nowadays, we have Google. It's easy to do certain things that a few years ago would cost, thousands and thousands with a private investigator. We can do so much now. So yeah. That's our spiel for today. Any other business?
Just one thing that Terry's put in there that says the 84A address was also used in all the fraud that was highlighted by companies' house distancing themselves from it.
Is it?
Oh,
that's a beauty. That's a beauty when we go live and go in the public. We get crowdsource of the work and the investigation. So this 84A address was with the company's house.
It's got the 84A Lancaster Road via Kynaston Road, Enfield, and then it's got 84A without via Kynaston Road. It's just got 84A Road, Enfield. But there's other companies' addresses that he's got as well.
Yes, 8 companies.
Yeah, 108 Fonthill Road, Finsbury Park, London.
Right. But that came up in Lance's case, right? And we can't just keep making applications to the court and appealing to these bent judges and stuff. We've got to do roll our sleeves up and just find the criminality. That's the secret sauce. Find the criminality. There is no better option, a more powerful option. And that is not a matter for a civil judge. This is a matter for a jury. But yeah, these guys are not agents at all. They're not claiming to be enforcement agent. but they present themselves on their website to create the deception that they are enforcement agents. This case hasn't even gone past the county court. There hasn't even been a possession order issued. So there is nowhere, like I said, any one link in the chain that you verify can pass verification. And this is in most people's cases. So if you focus on that type of approach, you can't go wrong at all, because we're dealing with straight mafia. So that's my rant for the day. Anybody have anything they want to add or take away or subtract?
Well, while I wait for people to put their hands up, I'll just to let you know also that on the High Court Enforcement Officers Association Limited, the company with the members list that, according to the regulations 2004 of the High Court Enforcement Officers, they have to be a member, and that Samuel Joseph Brown is not a member. So regardless to whether they're trying to claim that they're agents or not,
no way, no metric, no link in the chain can verify. That's why the Five Eyes is so crazy. Every link in the chain is broken. You only need one link in the chain to break the chain. We got every link in the chain. Actually, there is no chain.
There's no chain. It's
only a perception.
It's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
It's a conspiracy that there's a chain. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, no one's putting their hand up, so I'll take it.
Okay. All right. Well, I can go and have my Sunday lunch.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And thank you very much, guys. This was broadcast live, Andy, right?
It is live, so yes, I will download it and put
I forgot to record.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. Have a wonderful day and sunshine, and let's fight this together. Thank you.
Absolutely. Take care, and I'll see you all Wednesday. Bye-bye for now.
Okay, bye.